Hello everyone and welcome back to the 14th episode of this Transport Fever 2 series in the UK, and welcome back to, actually, the traffic is not that bad. I mean, I have been playing about for several hours between episodes to try to get things fixed. Like this new motorways, stuff like that, but actually all the traffic there is at the moment is receding, I'm pretty sure. Why is this it's just queuing a lot down here, just to merge. I mean, gosh, you know what? Because everyone is using, I don't really like them when they all use the same lane. It's nice if they actually use multiple lanes, but you see those are now using different lanes and they can merge later. But anyway, what I also think might be a bit of an issue is that this driving up and then back off again is probably quicker than going round this way. I mean, it's definitely quicker than going around this way. But you know what, it's not that bad. The other thing, which just been a big thing for fixing traffic, is cities have stopped growing because in the editor you can, because I've got sandbox mode enabled in mods, the editor, I basically went through and just decreased the values of all of those when I could, because some places like Ipswich 50 is the minimum, they were already set to 50. So, that's that. Also, keep you up to date, this Watford to Norwich passenger, I should probably change the name of it now, because it now goes through to Slough. Basically, there were a lot of people at Upper Watford here trying to go to High Wycombe and York Road, so I just thought, save them a bit of hassle, keep the same train going, particularly as probably a lot of them that were getting on to go this way were coming from this train. So that's now the Slough to Norwich passenger. Done. There we go. So, yeah. You'll see where I kind of decrease the city size, kind of like these kind of areas where there are no buildings and kind of bus stops and truck drop-off stops doing basically nothing. So, but you know what? It's all working. Oh my gosh, how old is this train? Is it still getting full loads? You know what? That train is really old. This is going to be the cheapest electric I can get. I could do diesel. 66 is a decent one. Let's go Colas because I feel like it. And then tank cars. That currently has capacity for 210. I'm going to take a risk and reduce it to 150, just thinking that there's not that much there, and also the train will now be faster. 182, yeah, this train is also really struggling for the fact it's really old and also a bit big. So, diesel again, get Metroland, 66. So no, these are just deliveries I got. Let's do this. So now those trains are a bit more modern. The sort of thing we should really be trying to do a bit more. Replace old trains, particularly those first and second generation electrics. So I think now that I've waffled on for a while, what I think we're going to do in today's episode is expand our passenger train network, because in the most recent episodes there have been a lot of kind of hastily stitched together bus lines and tram lines that kind of don't, where the cities could really do with train lines, and also loads of cities that further afield that we could expand to. So I think the first line of the day we're going to take out of London, use the existing line through Slough Reading, then use where this cargo line comes up here, then branch off, come around to Hereford, then come into Shrewsbury, and then what I'm also probably going to and then maybe that can even extend up to North Wales, and then the Birmingham to Shrewsbury line I think can go to Aberystwyth and maybe even Swansea. So if we can do all of that today, then that would be brilliant. So part of running it between episodes, we have got an awful lot of money. Let's change the date speed to half times. When I'm running it kind of not recording, I tend to not like the dates passing by too quickly. Or else I'll kind of leave in 1980s and come back in the 2020s. So let's have a look. So let's use, we've got a lot of different stations available to us. Let's use this one. Let's go for standard tracks. Let's make it 160. And I'm thinking these lines aren't this kind of. Should I do? I think I will do electric, although in real life lines around Hereford and most of Wales aren't electrified. You know what? No catenary. So 2 platforms, 160, that should be fine. Put it in here and then I'll have to tag on a building myself for this station. So hang on, because this is out the King's Cross pack. So let's put some stairs in. That connects. That's good. So then let's put in an underpass. Let's put some benches. Make it highly detailed. You know what, let's get rid of these benches to have a shelter. And then put some benches at the end. And then put some ticket machines here by the entrance. Another set of benches here. And that will do for the station. It covers most of Hereford already. So, that's no catenary. So, I think generally the name of the game is not to get it to slow down too much. So, that's 75. Oh, yep, stays at 75 all the way. Now, one thing about this is these junctions are now quite close together, so that signal can go. Signals, do them kind of one at a time. So do kind of signals entering the junction, and then a bit further off for going up. And then we probably don't need that many signals on this line. It's not going to have that many trains. So that's all good. So then tracks. We need to get to Shrewsbury. Now the current 3 platform layout is gonna change, I think. So we are gonna adjust this. The underpasses are here. These buildings don't want to go, so I shall do this instead. Didn't want to delete that road. And you can I can have a nice shiny new road to replace that. Brilliant. So platforms, underpass, and then just regular. We can put in Misk, we can put the shelters on them because I feel like being nice and feeling like giving this station some decent detail. So that's obviously not going to fit in. Those small. That connects. Do they connect on this side? Yes. That's good. Right. So now there are 4 platforms. All the tracks around the station will have catenary. And then cut that in. So, how are we going to make this work? I do have some ideas. Why is it doing that? It's wanting to build land. Can you build a bridge, please? Thank you. That's getting really steeply up. So, this is now gonna split off and just basically go straight back down again. Gosh, this land is quite steep, and also this is going to be a tight turn, but you know what? It's all for the fun of it. It's all going to be a nice. I think that's nice. Yeah, I'm not going to make it go straight down. I'm actually going to make it kind of come on the bridge like that. And then kind of like wind round. Because I've just realised I'm building this whole thing with catenary. Go away. Because I was building the station parts with catenary, that's why. So this kind of... It's gonna kind of... How's that gonna work? Yeah, that's fine. Just... Let's give it a nice one of those viaducts. That looks nice. So yeah, not the fastest line certainly, but I think if we were imagining this as real life, this would be kind of a nice scenic line for everyone to go enjoy. So that works. It's going to be tight. Kind of switch track, and then this can kind of... How does this connect? Oh, I see what's too much slope. It's trying to do a level crossing with that road. There we go. And this road can do either a bridge or a tunnel, depending on whatever is best. So that's going... Yeah. If that just stays up that level. Does that connect? That works. There we go. So that then connects. So essentially, if you're going out the station, you can use either of these two platforms. If you're going in, you can use either of these two. I don't have the ability to terminate, but you know, actually I could. If this kind of connected in, I could give them ability to use another platform to terminate. In theory, at least. So if they kind of came in here, then they could terminate on this platform, this platform. Yeah, that's fine. So that's in, and this one, because these ones actually trades could come either way out of, so that junction set up, so because we're kind of doing signals as we go here. I'm doing them two-way, but actually no, I don't really care. And then signals here, and that's fine, to be honest, because the stations kind of stop them. So we want tracks to go to Aberystwyth, Swansea, and we will want this probably Chesterfield, Clan Geffny. I don't even know where Clan Geffny is. So we're also going up a massive hill. And also trying to do a level crossing straight out the station. If we just stick everything into a tunnel. I mean, generally I like not to just stick things into a tunnel and forget about them, but in this case... So this should be good for the junction. So in general they can cross over within the direction here. And how I'm going to do this is then those can cross over, and then in theory we can cut this back. So essentially, if we look at it in this view, this track will be for coming out, and then this one will kind of come in to there. Yeah, that works, and then come out in. So if we're heading up towards Chester, we want quite a sharp turn again. Just realised I'm doing this all no catenary. I think the Birmingham to Aberystwyth line will be electrified. So anything that connects up to that. So that works. Brilliant. So this is gonna kind of come round here, bend round. So station in Chester. I'm gonna build 3 platforms, I think, because 3 is generally more flexible. And it's quite possible there'll be a line in from like Liverpool or somewhere at some point. So that's Chester Station. It connects up to the bus route that's already there. That road might have to go for now, although the bus line's kind of relying on it. So where's the train line at the moment? It's there, so we're going to get it to run around this side of the steel plant and then do a turn in. So yeah, it does do a tunnel. I don't really mind. How about I say? That's not gonna want to do what I want it to do. There we go. Oh my gosh, 30 miles an hour. I don't like that. 33. Okay. Just make them slow down. I mean, they'll be coming out the station on that track, so it doesn't really matter if they're slow, because they'll still be accelerating anyway. Right. 53, and then that can connect in. 38. And then that third platform there, like I said, you go this way. So, for now, we don't need many signals. And then we'll do signal entering the junction. And signals coming out the station this way. And going in. And then Rill. This station's just going to be 2 platforms, 160. Oh, that just about doesn't fit. That's annoying. If I get it slightly offset from the road. There we go. So we do one of these, so 160, no catenary, like this. That works. Might not easily make a level crossing though. That actually works, just stick it straight into a tunnel on this side. Oh my gosh. If I bring it down, it's still not fully on the ground here. So that's going to have to do a bridge there. So this is high up. Oh yeah, this is definitely high up. So this side, that actually remarkably connects without any fuss. What bridge should we have here? Let's do one of these bridges. Yeah, that looks nice. These are kind of actually the more enjoyable lines to build in this game, because kind of like they're more interesting. They're not just the same old. If this road doesn't want to make a level crossing, then we'll yeet it. We should get that road and this side of Chester back in. I mean, honestly, we've barely got any buildings up this area anymore. You know what, I'm just going to wreck the bus line. So it's going to go there, there. Why is it stopping in that direction? So there. And then there. Then outside the station. Still, there's one bus stop, Manchester Chester Loop 24 Main Road. That can go. That's all good. And signals for this bit. It's quite a short section. Oh yeah, those aren't one way. Let's put one way signals on. And then down into here. Let's build the train tracks before we build the station. So, buildings, let's just do that right in the centre, single platform, because this is going to be a quiet line. And these can connect if that road wasn't in the way. Take two. Done. I'm going to build it. I'm going to do just land there. So this can kind of come in, then do a nice smooth, gentle cut in. Yeah, because I'm limited to 70 miles an hour there, so once again, signals here and here, and that's done. So a totally new line. It's quite a long one. So we're going to do London Paddington 2's good. We're going to make it stop at Slough because there's quite a lot of interchange traffic between these two stations in Slough. So, and there are a lot of people who like get off the train at Reading from Bristol or wherever to then change onto a train to go to Slough. So that's just making that a bit better. Now Reading could very well get a bit overcrowded at some, kind of busy with trains at some point, but we'll leave it for now. Then Hereford. Shrewsbury. I'm gonna annoy it again. Cannot connect all station. That's fine because we're now gonna go to Chester, Rill, and then it will be able to connect stations. Wants to go for now. We're gonna go platform 1. Then it'll come off there, stop at Hereford. stop at Reading. And then Slough Central and back into London, Paddington. That's good. So that is the London to Llangefni passenger. So that is going to require a few trains. They're all going to need to be diesel. But I think we could get a train depot in near Shrewsbury. Could use one of these. We'd put Modern Depot Plus, it comes out both sides. So you know what? If I put it here, I'll put Catenary, yes actually. And then now it's come out onto the bridge here. Don't know what that's doing. Have a crossover so they can come in and out both sides of the depot. Same on this side. Preferably with the same type of bridge as the other one, is it that? Yeah. Or if it isn't that, it's close enough. And then we can let them cross over. And then with Catenary, kind of allow them to come out this side and use this. So therefore electric trains can also come out of this depot towards Shrewsbury. So for now, I think we're only going to get 2 diesel trains on this line, so multiple units. That's going to be a good one. I have a lot of trains. I've got these 170s. Let's go. 466 capacity. No. 233. That'll do. And then if we go out the other side with cross-country livery, just so we've got a little bit of variety with trains running on that line, go into play mode or fast forward mode, which is the same speed as play mode. That train is loud. Now what happens is the trains both go through each other, brilliant. And that line is set up. So, Chester got a bus route. Ril's mostly covered and Llangefni's mostly covered. So that's good. Then I think this Liverpool station I've never really liked. It feels like it's just kind of like not got enough space. So you know what? Let's give it space. This is going to be cause absolute destruction in Liverpool, and I'm fine with that. Oh my gosh, so many routes messed up. Can't delete that station because there's a vehicle in the way. If I just connect that track to delete the station and then push continuously delete this track and as it pushes the train back. Right, now there's been absolute chaos caused. Do these elevated? Because we've got the cargo side and the passenger side. So if we go long platforms. Three platforms. But I also might want trains to swing round and go through Liverpool. So then, after this, we're going to go for another track. A cargo platform. Another track. And then finally, another platform for passengers. Now we've absolutely decimated this place, the lines are all messed up. Let's do an overpass. Yeah. So down here and down here. Let's... I don't want to do that much detailing. Entrances. So you want one round the side, at the front, round this side somehow. Somewhere down here, somewhere down here. We'll connect those all up to the road. Because I'm feeling generous to passengers waiting here. We'll give the platforms, at least the passenger platforms, a roof. So, let's kind of sort out the chaos. So first of all, these passenger lines can connect there we go. They can connect into here. As then, to make it even more confusing, going to be another line that swings off from inside the tunnel. Even more weirdly, kind of like not in a tunnel. And kind of then comes off. I don't really want to make a level crossing with with something underground. So what if this line went up instead? That'll do. Could do a nice viaduct through the city. Like that. And that can be our line to go north. Because they've got to get a train line in. They've got to get those places in the north want a train line. Probably want a train line somehow at some point. Too much slope. Let's see. I think I know what the problem is. The fact that, like, the absolute max slope, it isn't liking that. Okay, let's just rebuild this. So, this is going to come out flat. And it's then going to come up into a viaduct. Better. That should then work. Collision. Oh, because this train line's going straight down. The next thing we could try is what if it's kind of branched off and then just didn't come parallel, went slightly different direction. Oh. I think it'll work. comes off here. That's tight turn. Okay, they'll have to be limited in their speed, but that works. So then we've got the station at Liverpool. We're going to do a track there, and then because our space is an Australian, we're going to do a really tight crossover. That actually works, although and that should work. So Birmingham to Liverpool passenger. Warrington, that station there. New Road. So the bus lines we can fit. So New Road, Liverpool Bricks, New Road. We'll get it the cargo platform, and then we'll connect up the cargo platforms. Yeah. So for now, the cargo platforms are just going to run into this line. So that works. So then there was a cargo truck place here. So that actually takes all the cargo lines. That's good. Let's make the platform. Can we make the platforms longer? Yes, we can. Can we get a few buildings in to expand the capacity or increase the capacity? That sort of thing. So that's the best we can do. The London to Liverpool Passenger Express. That can go on platform number 1. So those are all now buses. So this will now require getting roads connected up. So there can be a road to that entrance. A road to that entrance. There could be a road to these entrances that kind of comes down and round. There needs to be some way of getting across all these railway lines, which is going to be a massive challenge. Oh, one of those. This is going to be silly. You know what, let's just destroy more of the city. I'm sure they won't mind. Can we get this to work without too much slope? Actually, amazingly, yes. So first of all, Manchester-Chester Loop. We've got Manchester Road and Queen Street that no longer exist. Actually, let's not get rid of Queen Street, because if I just put a bus stop on the bridge, and that'll work. That'll work. Right. Where is this bus? That's fine. Right. So also we've got the Liverpool Loop, which is gonna come around the front of the station. Oh my gosh, how old are these? But Liverpool to Warrington Loop, yeah. So Liverpool to Warrington Loop, there's no York Road. Let's make a new York Road. That works. So that works. Right. It's trying to stop at the train station. No. It's just got the same problem. Yeah. No. So yeah, that's better. And then that is at the wrong stop. That is also using the world's some of the oldest buses we even have available. So we're going to sell 2 of them. and replace them. So then that works. So which stop is it stopping at? King's Road 2. So you put it on 1 just for variety of where the routes stop. Right, so now that was all just so that we could get this line round here. Yeah, that's gonna... How long do we do? That actually works, right. Viaduct. Let's make it something like nice like that. Oh, bridge pillar collision. Great. Where are they colliding? Why is there always bridge pillar collision? Let's just get rid of all buildings that could be in the way of the railway, and then that works. And then that's messing with the road. That's got problems with the road. So if we just bridge over that road. And then that's still going. How would it connect into here? Not easily. To come out as a tunnel around that way. So does that work? We want it to... We want it to come up as soon as possible though, because it's got to connect to a bridge. Can it come up straight after the road crossing? Yes. Construction. Oh, I see. This crossroads is going to have to go. And this road. We will rebuild the roads now. That works. That works. We should do a connect. That works. Just that tunnel under. No, okay, never mind. So that's now connected. So we're going to get a new line. What have I just done? Okay, add stations from Chester to Liverpool. And that just runs by itself. So that will also need either its own train depot or connection to another train depot. And I think the easiest thing to do would be to put a train depot here and then connect it to both lines. So that it could theoretically also be used for the other line through Chester. And then, like that, it's connected. So, buy a new vehicle. That is a lot of capacity. 76. And 17. You know what? Start off with a 76. For line 1, which we will need to rename to Chester to Liverpool passenger. That's good. And then I think the last bit is to just get the line connected around to Swansea. So with catenary on the tracks. We're then gonna come out of Swansea, do a crossover in the tunnel. I might actually press play mode. There's no reason why we should have a problem with that. So Aberystwyth, we need a station. You know what? Let's avoid disrupting the city, let's put an elevated station. Only 160 metres, I don't think the train will be that long. So, if we just go to elevated passenger buildings, just put a lift, platform lifts. So, let's put a lift there, and then we can connect even as many lifts as we can get, and then do a connection of the road here. Do a side road here, and then that connects to pretty much the whole town. So tracks. Too much. Has it really got to go downhill that much? Yeah, it has. Maybe an elevated station wasn't the best idea. Yeah, if we just come up to the max. Yeah, that's the first problem. Is that the entire elevation does not work. Unless we kind of give it some wiggles. Which might be the best option. So if we come out this way, going up to the max, going up as we can. Cross over in the tunnel. And then we kind of do a nice little viaduct. That looks nice. And then we kind of bring it round the hill on another viaduct. And then we bring it in. That's actually gone quite... We didn't need to go that high up. And also that connects nicely. There we go. So signals... Once again, don't need to be that close to each other. I'm not going to try to run cargo along this line at the moment. And this needs to connect up to Shrewsbury. There's a train there. How's it doing? 4 passengers. Right. In terms of if we were just do a straight connection, that could be done. That's actually not that bad. If we just get these bridges to be not the ones without any pillars. Is that connecting to the right track? Yes. Right. Bridge. Where are the bridge pillars colliding? The best thing to do if they're threatening you with bridge pillar collision is just to kind of build it incrementally, and then it's fine. And signal going in, and couple halfway. So this Shrewsbury to Birmingham passenger is now... Gonna pause it, change platform at Shrewsbury, go to Aberystwyth, get rid of all my notifications about new trains, Swansea, Aberystwyth. Oh, have I been doing not connect all stations with me? Have I Missed out on some electrification. Yes. That's all electrified now. Managed to line Aberystwyth. Wrong platform. That's good. Now. So where is that train at the moment? It's heading out of Birmingham. So theoretically we want another one. If we're doing 2 trains on this line, we want another one heading out of Swansea just now. So let's put a new depot in. With catenary. Just kind of cut it in, doesn't really matter that it's like 5 miles an hour or whatever. So, that train, fairly certain it was in my long list of liveries. Oh my gosh, why are there so many different things? It's one of these, wasn't it, I think? So, Shrewsbury to Birmingham passenger, which I will now rename to Swansea to Birmingham passenger. Granted, it might be quicker from Swansea just to go up to Reading and change, though I'm not sure actually. Look at all this empty part of Birmingham. It's Cardiff fuel. This train, we're going to replace it. We're going to put a diesel locomotive on it because that's generally more economical. If we're not hauling that much, let's replace it with that. And then, yeah, that should be fine. It's this train, Birmingham Oil 1, and Reading Fuel. Reading Fuel as well, yeah. So that's carrying, what, 50? Well, actually, if we put one of these and 2 tank cars, that will bring it up to 60. So that's reduced its capacity. I mean, it's more expensive to run. Is it? Possibly, I don't know. But it's no longer like such an old locomotive. It's the main thing. It's decently busy actually, but this line's now going to be even busier. 30 people waiting to go via Hereford. This train is leaving Chester going towards Rhyl. This train is leaving Reading going towards Slough. Both trains not empty, not full. So yeah, I shall give that some time to run and come back to you. How's the traffic going? That's not great. There. This is improved going up north. Okay, yep, I shall give the game some time to run and report back on the traffic and how the new train line is doing. Right, so we're back from the cut, and as you can see, this train now, I had to lengthen the Swansea to Birmingham trains because they were very popular. I think the London to Llangefni are just about holding it out. Gosh, how many planks are waiting here? 430, that's a lot. And that's after a full load has just come out. As for the traffic, it's kind of slow all the way out of Birmingham, and then some point around Oxford it just starts moving. I also, because there was quite a lot of traffic all the way north of here, this motorway now continues all the way to York. You can call it the M1 or the A1. I don't know. But and this is quite busy as well. But for some reason they're doing a thing where they're stopping there, so if we rebuild that section they might stop stopping there. Which means that they might not slow down as much. But yeah, overall, it's going very well, and I think in the coming episodes it's generally just more expansions and cargo, and as you can see we're making money, just kind of. I mean, I did go through some of the routes and just take some vehicles off the ones that are clearly not very profitable. What's this line doing? That's picking... How many bricks does that pick up? Oh, yeah, that train can go. That's not getting its bricks, then. Slough to Norwich passenger. Where's the other train? I mean, generally they are actually making decent money. Well, decent passenger numbers at least. So, I don't know. The train loops aren't making as much money. There are two... Oh, wait, what? There we go, hang on, no. I need to take off the other train. No, hang on. Like that, yeah, because it's a long unit than a short unit, and if I take off the short unit, then that should be better. Anyway, I think that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode, episode number 15 of 716291741 Transport Co. Bye bye. You can see this traffic.